Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about an interesting and easy topic of mathematics called polynomials. I am sure all of you know all about this topic polynomial. So today I am decided to discuss the summary of our chapter polynomial and some objective type of questions for our ZAT exam. So first of all, we are discussing about what do you mean by a polynomial. Already you know about it. What is a polynomial? Any algebraic expression is of the form p of x is equal to a0 x raised to n plus a1 x raised to n minus 1 plus etc. an, where a1, a2, etc. an are all real numbers and n is a non-negative integer. That is the most important thing in this problem. a1, a2, etc. an are all real numbers, n is a non-negative integer. This is called a polynomial. For example, p of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1. Here x square minus 2x plus 1 is an example of polynomial because the power n. Here it is n is equal to 2 and this one is 1, this one is 0. So this is an example of polynomial. Then take another one, p of x is equal to x raised to 1 by 2 minus 3x plus 2. This is not an example of polynomial. Why? Here in the n here it is 1 by 2 and this one is 1 and this 1 by 2 is not an integer. So this is not an example of polynomial. This is the first thing we discussed in this chapter. What do you mean by a polynomial? Secondly, we say about the degree of a polynomial. What do you mean by the degree of a polynomial? Degree of a polynomial means the exponent of the highest power. That is, for example, p of x is equal to x cube minus 1 by 2 x square plus 3x. This is an example of polynomial and the highest term or the highest degree or highest exponent here is 3. So we say that the degree of the polynomial here is 3. So we are discussing about two topics. First of all, what do you mean by a polynomial? If any given algebraic expression is said to be a polynomial, then what's the condition for that? The exponent n is a non-negative integer. Then discussing the second topic, what do you mean by a degree of the polynomial? Using this degree of the polynomial, we can divide the polynomial into many types. The first one is a linear polynomial. So what do you mean by a linear polynomial? If a polynomial has degree 1, then it is called a linear polynomial, and a polynomial has degree 2, it is called a quadratic polynomial, and a polynomial with a degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. In this chapter we are discussing about these three types of polynomial. So for example, degree of the polynomial is 1. So p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. Here the degree of the polynomial is 1. Here it is 1. So it is an example of linear polynomial. Then what do you mean by a quadratic polynomial? Linear polynomial, in this linear polynomial, if we draw the graph of the linear polynomial, it is always a straight line. Then the second polynomial is quadratic polynomial. Here degree is equal to 2. So p of x is equal to x square minus 3x plus 5. This is a quadratic polynomial. If I draw the graph of a quadratic polynomial, it is always in the shape of a parabola. A parabolic shape is represent the quadratic polynomial. And the last one is called the cubic polynomial. So here it is degree p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 4x plus 1 by 2. This is an example for a cubic polynomial. So what do you mean by a polynomial? What is the degree of the polynomial? According to the degree of the polynomial, we can divide this polynomial as a linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and a cubic polynomial. Okay. Then what do you mean by the zero of a polynomial? You already know it. What do you mean by the zero of the polynomial? If a polynomial p of x is equal to, if a polynomial p of x is equal to 3x square minus 2x plus 1, the zero or the root of the polynomial means a number x which satisfies this condition is equal to 0, p of x is equal to 0, then we say that that value is the root of this polynomial. We are discussing this topic in detail in our question discussion. So normally we consider a quadratic polynomial. In the case of a quadratic polynomial, what is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial? ax square plus bx plus c. That is the general equation of a quadratic polynomial. So consider this is an equation, or ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then it is called a quadratic equation. So a quadratic equation has two zeros or two roots. So that denoted these roots are alpha and beta. So here we discussed about the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of this polynomial. So in this case, ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic polynomial or quadratic equation. There are two roots or two zeros. We represented it by alpha and beta. Then what's the relation between these roots? Alpha plus beta. Sum of the root is equal to minus b by a, and product of the root is equal to c by a. Okay, ax square plus bx plus c is a quadratic polynomial. There are two zeros or two roots. Then what's the equation for sum of the root? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and the product of the root is equal to c by a. For example, 3x square minus 2x plus 1. Consider this quadratic polynomial. If it is equal to 0, this is an equation, that means quadratic equation. Here there are two roots denoted by sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to, here is a is equal to 3, okay, b is equal to minus 2, and c is equal to 1. Then sum of the root alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, that is minus 2 by 3. So sum of the root is equal to 2 by 3, and the product of the root is equal to 1 by 3. This is an example. So this is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial in case of a quadratic polynomial. So in case of a cubic polynomial, we just discussed about a cubic polynomial also. In the case of a cubic polynomial, so consider a cubic polynomial. A polynomial is said to be a cubic polynomial if its degree is equal to 3. So the standard equation of a cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. Then there are three roots or three zeros denoted as alpha, beta and gamma. Then what is the equation? Sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a, then product of the zeros is equal to minus d by a, and there is another equation also, that is a product of zeros taken two at a time, that is alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma, the coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube, or c by a. There is another equation. So this is the form of a cubic polynomial. So now we are discussing about what do you mean by a polynomial, what is the degree of a polynomial, the type of polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, zero of the polynomial. Then next topic is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients in the case of a quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. Okay, so we are discussing some objective type of question relating to this chapter. The first question is, if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial k minus 1 x square plus kx plus 1 is minus 3, then the value of k. So we are already discussing about what do you mean the zero of the polynomial. If x is equal to minus 3 is a zero of this polynomial, polynomial is taken as p of x is equal to k minus 1 x square plus kx plus 1. This is the polynomial. So one of the zero of the polynomial is minus 3, that means p of minus 3 is equal to 0. So put x is equal to minus 3 in this question, we get p of minus 3, that's equal to k minus 1 into minus 3 square, that is 9, plus k into minus 3 plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we get an equation in terms of k. Simplify this one, it is 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1, that's equal to 0. 9k minus 3k, so it is 6k minus 9 plus 1, that is minus 8 is equal to 0. 6k is equal to 8 and k is equal to 8 by 6. So cancel these terms, we get the short form as a 4 by 3, that is the right answer. Okay, if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial k minus 1 x square plus kx plus 1 is minus 3, then what's the value of k? That's the question. So how can we find the answer? If x is equal to minus 3 is a zero of the polynomial, then put the value x is equal to minus 3 in the given polynomial, we got the answer is equal to 0. Solve this equation and we get the value k is equal to 4 by 3. So the right option is answer A. Okay, then come to the next question. A quadratic polynomial whose zeros are minus 3 and 4. A quadratic polynomial whose zeros are minus 3 and 4. We can simplify in many ways. So here we got the equation x square minus x plus 12, x square plus x plus 12, x square by 2 minus x by 2 minus 6, 2x square plus 2x minus 24. The easiest way is to substitute the values of minus 3 and 4 in the given equation. We got the answer directly from that. Otherwise, if we know the two zeros of a quadratic polynomial, it is x square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root, this is a quadratic form, into some constant k is equal to 0. We take this equation like this, x square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root is equal to 0. Otherwise, the easiest way is that we substitute the value of x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 4 in the given equation or given options, we get the right answer. It is so easy to find the answer. Otherwise, we do this like this, x square minus, what is the sum of the root is here, alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3 plus 4 equal to 1 and product of the root is equal to alpha into beta minus 3 into 4. So it is minus 12. So x square minus sum of the root plus product of the root. So it is minus 12 or x square minus x minus 12. This is the answer. So either we substitute the values of minus 3 and 4 in this any option, we get the right answer. Otherwise, using this equation, we can find the answer. Okay, do you get it? Okay, the next question. If one of the factor of x square plus x minus 20 is x plus 5, then what is the other factor? X square plus x minus 20. If x plus 5, that's a theory, if x plus a is a factor, if x plus a is a factor of p of x, then we can say that p of minus a is equal to 0. If x plus a is a factor of the polynomial p of x, then p of minus a is equal to 0. Then as earlier I told you, we can take this option, if x minus 4 is a factor, then x is equal to 4 satisfies this equation. That's the easiest way. In most probably, x minus 5 is a factor, then put x is equal to 5 here, x minus 6 is a factor. So do that process, we can easily find out the answer. So if x minus 4, otherwise x plus a is a factor of the p of x, p of minus a is equal to 0. So if x minus 4 is a factor, then put x is equal to 4 in this case. What is the value of, if we take the first option x minus 4, then p of 4, what's the value of p of 4? 4 square 16 plus 4 minus 20. So we get the answer is equal to 0. So x minus 4 is the another factor of the polynomial. Using x plus a is a factor of the polynomial p of x, then p of minus a is equal to 0. Okay. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial x square minus px plus 36, Alpha square plus beta square is equal to 9. Then what is the value of p? So the polynomial is given by p of x is equal to x square minus px plus 36. From this polynomial we can write what is alpha plus beta, sum of the root. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus p and c is equal to 36. What is the equation for sum of the root alpha plus beta? Is minus b by a. So it is minus p by 1. So it is minus p. And product of the root alpha into beta is z by a. So here what is c? 36 by 1. So it is 36. We know the condition alpha square plus beta square is equal to 9. That is the given condition. What is alpha square plus beta square? We know only the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So we write this term alpha square plus beta square in terms of alpha plus beta. So first of all write alpha plus beta the whole square. What is alpha plus beta the whole square? It is alpha square plus 2 alpha beta plus beta square. So alpha square plus beta square can be written as alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta, that's equal to 9. Then substitute the value. What is alpha plus beta the whole square? Minus p square. So it is p square minus 2 into alpha beta. Alpha beta is 36, that's equal to 9. So finding this value, what is value of p square here? So from this option we can easily choose the answer. P square is equal to 9 plus 2 into 36. That is the value of p square. So you can easily find out the value p. From option it is plus or minus 6 or plus or minus 3 or plus or minus 8 or plus or minus 8. What is the answer here? Okay, you can choose it easily. Okay, you do the balance in this problem. But here it is p square, we got the value, then what's the value of p? You can do it. Okay. Okay, the next question. Alpha beta are the zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x plus 7. Then what is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta? So the polynomial p of x is 4x square plus 3x plus 7. So a is equal to 4, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 7. Sum of the root alpha plus beta is equal to, what's the equation for sum of the root? Minus b by a. It is minus b by a. So it is minus 3 by 4. And what is the product of the root? Alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So it is 7 by 4. Now we can find the value of 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. How can we simplify this? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, cross multiplication, we get alpha plus beta divided by alpha into beta. We know the two values, alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3 by 4 divided by alpha into beta is equal to 7 by 4. Cancel this term and the final answer is minus 3 by 7. So from any quadratic polynomial, we know the value alpha plus beta and alpha into beta directly. So we can calculate any value relating to alpha and beta by converting that value in the form of alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. So which is the correct answer? Option D, that is minus 3 by 7. Okay, the next question. If alpha beta are the zeros of kx square plus 4x plus 4. So the polynomial p of x is equal to kx square plus 4x plus 4. Find k such that alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha plus beta equal to 24. Okay, then here is a is equal to k. What's the value of b here? B is 4 and the value of c is also equal to 4. Okay, what's the equation for sum of the root? What's the equation for sum of the root? Alpha plus beta is equal to s minus b by a. So it is 4 by k. And the product of the root alpha beta is equal to c by a, that's also 4 by k. sum of the root and product of the root. Then what's the given equation? Alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equal to 24. What is alpha plus beta? 4 by k. So it is 16 by k square minus 2 into alpha beta. What's the value of alpha beta? 4 by k, that's equal to 24. 16 by k square minus 2 into 4 by k, that's equal to 24. So it is 16 by k square minus 8 by k equal to 24. Rearranging the terms here, we get a quadratic equation in terms of k square. So it is taking k square as common LCM, so it becomes 16 minus 8k equal to 24, or 16 minus 8k equal to 24k square. We can rearrange this term as a quadratic polynomial. 24k square plus 8k minus 16 equal to 0. Here it is 24k square. Take this minus 8k to this side, it become 8k. 16 to this side, it become minus 16. So cancel out the common terms here and we get a quadratic equation. Can you find the answer here for k? What's the value of k? Okay, can you do it yourself? Okay, so we get a quadratic equation in terms of k square. Then the next step, what can we do here? Cancel out the common factor, then we get a simple quadratic equation in terms of k and find out the value of k. How can you find out the quadratic solution for an equation? How can you find quadratic equation if in terms of k, what's the equation? K is equal to minus b plus or minus a root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Either using this equation or factorize this one as a two linear polynomial, we can find the answer. Can you do it yourself? Okay, try it. Okay, then come to the next question. This is an easy question relating to our first part. Which of the following is an example of polynomial? So in the introduction part we say about what do you mean by a polynomial. So which of the following is an example of polynomial? Is the first one option A 1 by x minus 1. Is it a polynomial? No. Why? 1 by x means x raised to minus 1. So the exponent become minus 1. So it is not a polynomial. Then come to the second option B. It is a root of x square plus 2. If this x square is taken out from this root, it becomes x plus 2. Okay, then come to the next option C. Here it is x raised to 1 by 2. Then x raised to 4 is taken out from the root, it becomes x square. But here it is x raised to 1 by 2. So this is not a polynomial. And the last option 2x square plus 3 root x. Root x means x raised to 1 by 2 plus 2. So it is not a polynomial. So which one is the correct answer? Option B is the correct answer for an example of a polynomial. Okay. Then next question. Find the remainder when f of x is equal to 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x minus 4 is divided by x minus 1. Here we can use the division rule, or is an easiest method that if a polynomial in any degree, find the remainder of a polynomial p of x. If p of x is a polynomial 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x minus 4. If this polynomial, in this case, if x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, then p of 1 is equal to 0. When if x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial, if x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial, then we got p of 1 is equal to 0. To find the remainder when x minus 1 is f of x is equal to or p of x is equal to 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2x minus 4 is divided by x minus 1. What is the remainder? Then we find p of 1. What's the value of p of 1? Put value of x is equal to 1. What's the value of p of 1? 4 into 1 cube. So it is 4 minus 4 into 1 square 3. 2 into 1 it is 2 and this one is minus 4. Cancel these two terms. Minus 3 plus 2. The answer is minus 1. So note this point, if x minus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial, then p of 1 is equal to 0. If this x minus 1 is not a factor of the given polynomial, then p of 1 gives the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x minus 1. So the correct answer is option B, that is minus 1. Okay, then come to next question. What is the coefficient of x cube in the polynomial x cube minus 2x plus 1 into x square plus 2x plus 1? But this polynomial p of x is equal to x cube minus 2x plus 1 into x square plus 2x plus 1. Using the multiplication, normal multiplication here, if this x cube is multiplied with x square, it becomes x raised to 5. X cube becomes multiplied with a 2x, it is x cube into 2x, so it is 2x raised to 4. This x cube is multiplied with this 1, then we got a term for x cube. We can't do the whole multiplication here, just to find the coefficient of x cube. So the first one is x cube into 1. So we get a one term, it is x cube. The next one is minus 2x into x square is minus 2x cube. Minus 2 into x square. So it is minus 2x cube. Then there is no other term for x cube. So it is x cube minus 2x cube. So it is minus 1x cube. So here what is the coefficient of x cube is minus 1. That is the right answer. So using proper multiplication, we can't do the whole multiplication for in this type of question. We just to do to try to find the coefficient of the given value or the value of x cube. That's all. Okay, the next question. X minus 2 and x minus 1 by 2 both are the factors of the polynomial. Okay, take the polynomial p of x is equal to p of x square plus 5x plus r. We find the value of p. So here we got the two factors. Which are the two factors? First one is x minus 2. The second one is x minus 1 by 2. So from the previous question we are already discussing about the topic. If x minus 2 is a factor of a polynomial, then what is the value of p of 2? P of 2 is equal to 0. So if x minus 2 is a factor, we get p of 2 is equal to 0. What is the value of p of 2? P of 2, 2 square. So it is 4p plus 5 into 2, 10 plus r, this equal to 0. Then x minus 1 by 2 is also a factor, then p of 1 by 2 is also equal to 0. X minus 1 by 2 is a factor, then p of 1 by 2 is also a term. So p into x square, 1 by 2 square. So it is p into 1 by 4 plus 5 into 1 by 2 plus r is equal to 0. Or p by 4 plus 5 by 2 plus r equal to 0. Then we get two linear equations in terms of p and r. This one is equation number 1 and this one is equation number 2. What's our question? Find the value of p. So eliminate this r from these two equations. We can find the value of p. Eliminate r from these two equations. So it is very simple. Equation number 1 minus 2. We can easily eliminate r. So 4p minus p by 4. The first one, 4p minus p by 4. Then next one is 10 minus 5 by 2. Second coefficient, 10 minus 5 by 2. R minus r, it becomes 0. R is cancelled. So solving these two terms, we get 4 into 4, 16p minus p by 4 plus, here take 5 outside, or it becomes 20 minus 5 by 2. That's equal to 0. 16p minus p, so it is 15p divided by 4 plus 20 minus 5. So it is 15 by 2, that's equal to 0. So we can cancel this 2 15, 16p minus p, so it is 15p by 4. Then 20 minus 5 is also 15 divided by 2, that's equal to 0. We can cancel this 15, then p by 4 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 0, or p by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Then what's the value of p? P is equal to 4 minus 4 by 2, or minus 2. We can eliminate r from this and find the value of p. But in this case, we denote this value in terms of r. Then we can solve this term using this equation to find the value. P is equal to minus 2. Then substitute the value here. We find this p in terms of r. So that's answer. Okay. The next question. For what value of a? So it is p of x, 2x cube plus ax square plus 11x plus a plus 3. For what value of a? This polynomial is exactly divisible by 2x minus 1. When a polynomial is exactly divisible by 2x minus 1, or when 2x minus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial, we already says about if x plus a is a factor of the polynomial, then p of minus a is equal to 0. So if 2x minus 1 is exactly divisible by this term, or this one is equal to 0, we get 2x is equal to 1, or x is equal to 1 by 2. So we get p of 1 by 2 is equal to 0. So in this cubic polynomial, put the value x is equal to 1 by 2, we get 2 into 1 by 2 cube, so it is 1 by 8, a into x square, so it is 1 by 2 square, so it is 1 by 4, 11 into 1 by 2 plus a plus 3 is equal to 0. Then we can easily find the value. Cancel this one, it is 1 by 4 plus a by 4 plus 11 by 2 plus a plus 3 is equal to 0. Here two terms containing a, that is a by 4 plus a. What is a by 4 plus a? A by 4 plus a is a plus 4a. So it is 5a by 4. So it is 5a by 4, and the remaining terms are 1 by 4, 11 by 2 and 3. Take the 4 as common denominator. It is 1 plus 22 plus 12. That's equal to 0. So it is 5a by 4 plus 22 plus 1, 23, 22 terms added, 22 plus 1 it is 23 plus or 12, then 3 plus 2 5, it is 35 by 4, that's equal to 0. So 5a, the last answer is 5a by 4 is equal to 35 by minus 35 by 4. Cancel this 4. A is equal to minus 35 by 5. So it is minus 7. We got the value. A is equal to minus 7. So if x minus a is a factor or divisible completely by a polynomial, then x minus a, x plus a is a factor, then p of minus a is equal to 0. Okay, then come to the next question. Okay, our 12th question is x minus 1 is a common root of the equation. The first polynomial is taken as p1 of x. It is ax square plus ax plus 3 equal to 0. Then second one p2 is x square plus x plus b equal to 0. X minus 1 is a root for both these equations. So if x minus 1 is a root of this first equation, we p of 1 is equal to 0. So it is ax square. So it is a into 1 is again a plus 3 equal to 0. So it is 2a plus 3 equal to 0. 2a is equal to minus 3 and a is equal to minus 3 by 2. A is equal to minus 3 by 2. So in the case of second polynomial, x minus 1 is also a root of this second polynomial. Then we get p2 of 1 also equal to 0. So it is 1 plus 1 plus b equal to 0, that is 2 plus b equal to 0 and b is equal to minus 2. So we get the value of a and b, then a into b is equal to minus 3 by 2 into minus 2. So the final answer is ab is equal to 3. That's the answer. Okay. Okay, then our 13th question is, for a quadratic polynomial minus x square plus 2x plus 8, what is the sum of the zeros? So consider the polynomial p of x is equal to minus x square plus 2x plus 8. So here a is equal to minus 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 8. Then what's the equation for sum of the root? What's the equation? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So what's the equation? Minus b, that is minus 2 by minus 1. Minus 2 by minus 1. So our final answer is alpha plus beta, or sum of the root is equal to 2. So our correct option B. Okay, the next question. Okay, so this is our last question. Which of the following is not a graph of a quadratic polynomial? As earlier we discussed about, a quadratic polynomial has degree 2 and always the shape of a parabola. Here the first, second option, second option and third option all are in the shape of a parabola. And the last curve, that means the option D, intersect the x-axis at 3 points. So it is not a quadratic polynomial. All other options A, B and C all are in the form a parabolic shape. So it's always it become a quadratic polynomial. So our question is, which of the following is not the graph of a quadratic polynomial? So which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is option D. Okay, so we can conclude the topic. We discuss all about what do you mean by a polynomial, what is the degree of the polynomial. According to the degree of the polynomial, we can divide the polynomials as linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and a cubic polynomial. Then if x minus a is a factor of the polynomial, then p of a is x minus a is a factor, then p of a is equal to 0. If x minus a is not a factor of the polynomial, then the remainder is p of a. Okay, then the graph of a quadratic polynomial or graph of a linear polynomial is always a straight line. Okay, so now we can conclude the class. For more questions, you can done more questions for our exam. So we can conclude the class, and all the best and have a nice day. Okay, thank you.